I like that, man. As much as I feel kind of garbage. What's going on, Don? I like that. I agree. It's a beautiful day to be alive. I'm genuinely just kind of chilling here in the forest, working on some guitar riffs, some improv. Yeah, it's beautiful by this river. I'm actually probably gonna do a cold plunge at some point, kind of awaken some energy. It's fun though. I did a stream earlier today, primarily when I was playing piano, and there was such good energy. Like very much, I'm not sure. There was just a few people that were sort of participating in my stream for a solid hour, and we're just chilling. I guess talking about music, and yeah, it's just these dudes were just such solid humans. So I felt blessed. Like it was a very authentic interaction. Absolutely. Absolutely. My pleasure. I found myself recently, right? I'm not sure how the sound quality is. I actually have a mic that I may sort of hook up, but so far I think the atmosphere, I imagine it's very balanced. I can show you guys this this is the river. I'll probably at some point set up Sinatra. I did it my way. I can't say I don't know Sinatra. I don't at least know how to play his music. I'm primarily here to do improv and kind of just introduce the sounds of nature and just talk about music and sort of answer any questions that people have relating to music. Yeah, not really necessarily doing covers, but appreciate you sharing and sharing the song. I did it my way. I'm gonna check out that song at some point. That's actually a great idea for, huh? Yeah, I never thought about, because I've been trying to find songs to break down, for shorts and long form content. So I think I'll take some Frank Sinatra and see what riffs he has, see how the algorithm responds to that. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys words C, C major, A major with some riffs. Ah. A minor, A7. Ah. C major 7. I know E major 7, so it's C major 7, I imagine. Ooh, I think I figured out C major 7 in there. And then A minor. And then A minor 7. Interesting. Word. I'll look into that. And primarily, I'm working on just improv right here. That's really cool. Because right now, I'm just chilling in the forest, so don't really have much access to the internet unless I just cancel the stream. What do you find musically Frank Sinatra really inspires in you? Like, what's your favorite part about Frank Sinatra that you find really inspires you musically? Because I'll be honest, I only know a couple songs of his, I believe, like just musically, but I'm curious. I'm not sure what that song "Fly Me to the Moon." I'm not sure who that's by. If that's, I don't know if that's Frank Sinatra. Or... some music improv in nature today. Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome, brothers and sisters. Lately, what I've been doing today a lot is I've been very much drawing inspiration from playing piano, just kind of tapping into the cadence and the tension release, and also the sort of the way of climbing the octaves. I've been loving these transitions from basically this shape, kind of like this F sharp minor shape, this beautiful shape right here, and then transitioning within basically the A minor shape in the caged bar system. I'm wondering, I have my amp here, but I'm wondering if just the natural sound of the tonal amp flows through. Let's find a more natural one. Wicked. I'm happy to hear this. That's beautiful. That means I guess the microphone, if we're sharing him going, it's cool. Beautiful. I found it actually yesterday. I was trying to stream on Discord and YouTube at the same time. It's an interesting endeavor. Let's try. It's funny, I found earlier, what I was kind of making the connection to is with piano in relation to, say, guitar, the volume, a lot of times it doesn't pick up sounds. Interesting. Interesting. I know I was using it on my computer to sort of experiment, but I think that's probably correct. The volume, the sound wouldn't be as effective. Hey, what's going on? Yo, what's poppin'? Just kind of caught in the zone. It's been a beautiful day, I must say. Beautiful day for music improv. Today the move I found was just like, I had a really dope stream earlier today and I was just chilling. in my house, but I felt like I just wanted to go to the forest and kind of capture the scene. What is she out here? Let's see. Move my body. There we are. Get all that adrenaline. The nature is so beautiful here. The nature is just so chill. There we are. I see what happened. Much better. There we are. I think at some point I flipped down the knob a bit. Alright. So that's the beauty of adrenaline. Ted Bundy fan. That show's actually dope as fuck. I don't know if that's what the reference is. Hey, peace. Appreciate you chiming in, brother. Once again, feel no pressure to come and go. Listen to the flow. I just do the same. Oof, I love that chord. Right? Yeah. Yeah, this room reverb is just... Set this preamp right here. It's nice and balanced. Welcome, Madeline. Bring us closer to these. There we are. We got this beautiful view of the river. Yes. Yes, sir. He's key shifting. It's working now. Be well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for chiming in, Don. Appreciate you. Yes, deeply appreciate you. I think very soon, probably in the next like 15, 20 minutes, I'm gonna go for my cold plunge and then head back home. But yes, it's been a beautiful forest improvisation session. Yeah, as per usual. Man, there's so many birds out today. It's beautiful. Oof, that's a tricky chord to go. Things you play on this guitar sound amazing with that river in the background. I've thought about making a video like ambient sleep or music. I've thought about this, yes. I've actually attempted this a few times, but I feel I'm definitely going to focus that. What I sometimes get caught in is I feel like I want to record professional audio, through like Ableton, but also while I'm out here. So, yeah. I guess I suppose I could, even if I refine the audio here, like I have a lav mic that I've been experimenting with. Let's see. I don't know, I'm not sure if it adds very much though to it. I guess for the sake of experimentation, I may try, let's see how this sounds. 1, 2. Let me know if the sound is flowing through. It should be. Let's charge this up. Agree, yeah. True, I guess I suppose. How can I make this? I need the shotgun mic. What I do is I might need to get my hands on either a higher quality phone with higher quality audio. Or like a specific mic for that, yeah. I appreciate though the feedback. I definitely feel inspired to go in that direction very actively. I feel at this point in my YouTube journey, what I'm really trying to focus is sort of just like learning to target certain audiences so I can really grow my fan base faster, you know, just be like, find certain styles of content that really resonate with a lot of viewers, be it or just doing stream styles like this, so I can really attract my audience and engage and connect with my audience. I feel down the road, you know, doing original compositions, doing various styles of more comprehensive content, that's going to definitely come. Like, I feel I can definitely do that, but I feel like my focus is to sort of gradually, you know, go through the steps or go through the process of growing my fan base. But definitely my long-term goal is to release a lot of original compositions and just really just create, yeah, beautiful aesthetic ambiances for people to come to this channel, to have this very like chill, meditative space, which I already do in real life. Like, I also intend to perform a lot of sound journeys in real life, and I have before. Simply because it's just so fun. It's such a fun experience. That was a very cool key change. That's better now than that mic. With the mic. Maybe it might be best to get 2 lav mics. I think actually what I could do is I could get 2 of these, and I could actually take the second one and place it over by the river. Actually, that's exactly what I can do, because they actually develop it so it's a Bluetooth, so I can synchronize 2. Yeah. I think what I need to do is just get higher quality lav mics, get 2 of them, so I can place one by the nature. Yeah. It all comes down to, that's what I think is the interesting thing with recording sound journeys. It seems like doing the compositions and then putting them out there on the different platforms. It all comes down to high quality sound equipment. I mean, also naturally it comes down to just doing it in a sort of space. Yeah. I know what a lot of professionals do is they, you know, they do compositions where they record it in a studio, and then they'll do the exact same thing down to the T in a forest, and then they'll, you know, dub it over, which is a whole other skill set entirely. But I definitely got to find the right key for those. Isn't it cold where you are? It's a little bit cold. That's the thing is, though, I do cold plunges every single day in these rivers. So for me, this is part of why I'm out here, is I'm going out here after the stream. I'm going to plunge into the river and then sprint home. So my cold tolerance is high. But yeah, there's snow. There's snow in the mountains and snow on the grounds up by the fort or the grass. That's definitely part of the fun, cold exposure, as I can chill in the cold and can play guitar in the cold. I actually find too, it's almost like a Zen meditative exercise to be in the cold and play guitar. Also made that in summer. Cannot imagine we're having 40 degrees Celsius. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I also love the summer very much. I love just chilling on beaches and wandering everywhere with my guitar, but definitely, it's like, this is kind of part of the fun. It's like, I think for live streams, I like to immerse people in the nature of Canada. So even if it's freezing cold, it's like, it's beautiful nature. But I definitely have like an unusually high tolerance to cold. And it's been through years and years of doing cold plunges and cold showers, but yeah, I love the cold. Even yesterday, I literally, oh, phone needs to be charged. But yeah, even yesterday, I actually found I did 2 cold plunges. Kind of pain, to be honest. Like, low key, it almost felt like it was, oh, because early in the morning, I went for a cold plunge, which was great. And then it started snowing. And then I went for a cold plunge at 9 o'clock at night. And that was phenomenal. Because it's almost like, what's interesting about cold plunges, it's genuinely almost like you get it's like drinking a fresh cup of coffee. Like, you just feel exceptional. But it actually helps you sleep. So you have all this energy, and your whole body feels like full of dopamine. But then you can also, it helps you sleep better. And I usually just take a bath and drink tea and just chill out. Cold is it there? I honestly have no idea. Honestly, it's Canada right now, so it's like, I don't know. It works different. We have different temperatures in Canada. I think it's like -1 or something, minus something. I don't know. It's cold, but yeah, for me, I just see it. I just love the cold. Like, if it gets cold and it's snowing, that just makes me happy. So. Let's see if I. I find I play certain chords way better when I'm playing like this classical hold, but then certain parts I also just lose my sort of structure. And the harmonics are definitely not easier. That being said, it's cool because what I've noticed is when I try to play basically the chord shape of F sharp minor, so this like weird shape, I can do this when I'm in this shape. When I'm like holding the guitar here, I can do these shapes way easier. But then also, I have to actually switch my position. So basically, I have to fret this finger as I'm striking down. It's weird. It's weird as fuck. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be done, but I noticed because the size of my hands or something, it's like I basically fret as I'm descending. These are chords that you can't typically access, I find. So I'm here. It's weird. Actually, something I've noticed, particularly when I'm streaming at nighttime and it's outside, is I actually play better when I'm cold. Not necessarily when my hands are cold, but my whole body is cold. It's almost like I associate it like a cold plunge. So I start to receive dopamine, and for some reason I just start to get more thorough with my melodic choice. It's really weird, but and really the way actually I figured this out, primarily I mean from streaming, but also when I started to busk and I created this busking act, which is also how I've started this YouTube channel about a year ago, was in winter. It's just like I literally was learning to busk in winter, so I would go around parts of Coquitlam and busk and test my busking act, and I would only be able to busk for like an hour and a half at max because it was cold. It's always this third string 12 and up, I feel like. If I'm gonna make any mistakes, it's always gonna be there. With your style playing guitar, it'd be cool to hear a cover from Return to Almondon by Michael Field. If you don't know, check it out. Interesting. Word. Damn, you slay that technique. Word, thank you. Thank you, brother. Technically, I'm getting there. Strong. Got some strong foundations. That classical-esque, whatever, flamenco-esque, it's definitely, inspires the fuck out of me. I'm very happy the way that I've unlocked Harmonics. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Yes, no, I found Bop Pop Bing. Facts, yeah. Definitely what I've been taking away from piano improv and applying it to my guitar playing has sort of been what I've been playing around with, like the means of almost gently integrating my tapping combination. Like very much honoring the gentle nuances of navigating these sort of like legato tapping combos, where it's like, if there's a moment to be very gentle, lean into the gentle parts. Like right there, right? Sprinkling those artificial harmonics, a great way to spice up the composition. Absolutely. I find universally, it's almost like it's like another instrument. Or if I'm like jamming with people and there's like guitars going on and all these wind instruments or whatever, and then I just like layer harmonics, like really, really tasteful harmonics, it makes the whole composition just sound very rich. So you get into Midwest emo if you love tapping. Huh. Interesting. Midwest emo, not familiar. I'll play like you one day in Harmonics. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Harmonics, bro. I'm definitely going to break down more Harmonics. And I mean, a lot of Harmonics, I swear, it really just comes down to just ingraining the patterns, like the spatial awareness. I swear, for years, I was so attracted to Harmonics. Like, that's all I wanted to learn. And only this last year did I really unlock how to do all artificial harmonics. But 1000%, it's such a worthy pursuit, I feel. Is like once you unlock these types of harmonics, you can do such wild compositions. Yeah. Let's go to something. Some bizarre key shifts. I swear, these F-sharp minor melodies, they've really brought this all together so beautifully. Yo, thank you. I find the beauty of improv is kind of like, oh wow, lots of lights, sick. Yes, the beauty of improv is kind of like, personally as a guitarist, I'm very attracted to novelty. You know, I can really appreciate, even if it's like I hear a song and I'm like, okay, maybe that sounds like ancient, I don't know, medieval or ancient Egyptian energy or something. It's like if compositionally it works. Like I can feel like I've intelligently layered it, then for that, even if it's not particularly my style of playing, I can really appreciate, yeah, the compositional structure. It's funny too, I play various different styles, from like jazz to classical, you know, flamenco sort of infused, but I also play like metal and rock and like punk rock and like all these different dimensions, particularly when I play electric guitar. But this is kind of the style that I've just really become specialized at. You know, fingerstyle progressive rock. And then if I get experimental, I'm just like, word, let's see how I can like infuse. That's not the key change I was going for, but my legs are getting stiff though. Feels like you slide the whole string interval shapes rather than box shapes. Interesting. Yeah, that is quintessentially what I like to do. For some reason, since I was young, I've been extremely attracted to scaling vertically opposed to horizontally. I mean, I know how to scale horizontally, but definitely the way I play is, yeah, it's different. Especially too, I've recently been playing a lot of piano, where I basically made the direct connection to the way that the piano is layered out horizontally, horizontally, where it's like, the keys, you have like your certain key and then they're perfectly laid out, left to right, right to left. But for the guitar, because it's so unorthodox, I basically recognize that there's a lot that I can learn from basically playing just like how the piano is. So basically as like a box, like if I'm playing and then I'd be like, yeah, something, I'm doing like the A shape. And then I'm find that, where was it? Yeah, kind of botched that, but yeah, it's the idea of like, bang, one key or one octave here, and then I move up a different octave and just playing the same scale, but in the different octaves. And I find that really fascinating because for me, that's like bridging the worlds between what I already know very well and then what I love to do for fun. I mean, I feel like intuitively I already do that, but yeah. Word. This is true. Yeah, it's like, it's a mindfuck, bro, because even like the way, if we're comparing the way the piano is to the guitar, it's like, it's such a weird, orientation where it's like each string is like a piano, but it's also like each string has a relationship. It's almost like if you had a piano, as you do, 6 pianos laid up in front of each other, but each piano has a different relationship with the other piano. So it's like, the relationship between 1 and 2 versus the relationship between 2 and 3 and 1 and 3, and versus, the relationship between 5 and 4 and 6 and 4. It's like each one, naturally, that's the whole way the scales are. It just has such a distinct relationship. And yeah, it's a mind fuck, but it's beautiful. And that's truthfully, I think over the years, I've purposely tried not to try to like intellectualize the guitar too much, where it's like for the first like 6 years of playing, I was also like, a kid, I was like 11 years old or something, but for many years, I tried not to like intellectualize and understand the guitar to a fine degree because it would overwhelm me. I'm like, this is way too much. But as a full-grown adult who's been playing now guitar for 15, 16 years, now it's like I love to try to like connect all these dots because it makes sense. It's like I can actually draw direct points of reference based on how well my ear is trained and my fingers. Heck yeah. Beautiful. All right. It's kind of getting sort of dark, surprisingly, but I feel like probably going to wrap up in the next 5 minutes, take a cold plunge, and then... But thank you so much for chiming in with me so far. Yeah, this has been dope as fuck. It's been fun experimenting here and sharing these beautiful forests right here. Look at these babies. Look at these beautiful rivers. What a blessing. That's kind of part of the fun, is like, I swear, going in, it's 1000%. Like, that's the things, I talk about this a lot when I'm like trying to explain music theory to like my dad or to like, I don't know, other guitarists or like people that are new. It's like, it's 1000%. It's almost like there's no sense in trying to like overwhelm the palette, as a guitarist. Like, if you're new, you're just like, oh, I want to learn guitar. And then it's like, I personally found it wasn't until years down the road until I was able to actually like crystallize these pieces of the guitar and be like, oh, word, like now I understand how all the modes and whatever and all the theory applies. But it's basically like, yeah, if you're like a young new guitarist and you try to like force the process of like, okay, I'm gonna learn all the scales and all the modes and then apply all this, it's personally, depends on if you're like a classically trained guitarist and you want to become like a, I don't know, competitive flamenco classic guitarist, then maybe that's the way to go. I don't know, or a jazz or something. But I genuinely feel like the key to guitar is literally just like, have fun, have as much fun as humanly possible, whatever that looks like. For me, that was always just like rocking out, like playing tons of like just shredding and just like jumping around, throwing kicks and stuff. And definitely as I'm older, it's more of like creating stories. Fret 1, string 2. As a new guitar, second string. Bro, yeah, it's like, what the fuck is fret 1? I feel you. Bro, I swear, that shit. That's genuinely like, I think fret 1, string 2, that's kind of like learning to key shift. Like learning to apply key shifts before you even understand like what anything is. It's just which doesn't make sense. Even as like a fully grown adult playing guitar for a long ass time, key shifting is still kind of a mind fuck. Like I understand it intuitively, it makes sense. My ear understands it, but it's like there's moments that I can get stumped, and I think that's a key part of it. Is like people should, but it's also, this is what I've been analyzing. Is like I was watching Shutter Island, right? Man, it's getting dark as fuck, but I was watching Shutter Island, and I was listening to the compositions, like Hans Zimmerman, the strings and the beautiful compositions in Shutter Island. And I remember listening so deeply, and I was like, wow, they nailed these like eerie key shifts so beautifully, where it's like, and it's like, that's the beauty of it. It's like once you master key shifts, you can literally, you can control complex emotion so successfully, where it's like, you can genuinely be like, emotion, I don't know, I did a couple keys with it. It's just still, the idea is like, damn, it's like the amount of emotion that you can evoke, like the eerie energy that can just flow through via intelligent key shifts just blows my mind. And I think when you listen to a lot of good movie scores, they nail that. Where it's like, you know, when you see the emotion change, like in Attack on Titan, I was literally watching Attack on Titan earlier, and man, the dimensions of like, they're introducing like a beautiful orchestrated piece, and then a key shift occurs that's so eerie, and you're just like, holy shit. John Adams, this composer from Shutter Island. I love that composition. Yeah, that sounds about right. Credit some like. All right, word. I think a word. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Sean. Or Shanati. Appreciate you very much. I'm definitely all right. My hand, it's getting dark. It's starting to get kind of dark for some reason, and my hands are getting kind of cold. Shauna, phenomenal. Appreciate you, Shauna. Appreciate you deeply. I'm very much. I'll probably wrap this up here. Get out, do my cold plunge before it gets dark. But thank you so much for chiming in, you guys. Honestly, deeply appreciate the energy, the love for music, and the love for, yes, connecting via this portal. This portal here. Yes. Send off. Cool. All right, thank you so much for chiming in. It's that pan flute energy. I definitely, that mystical ancient pan flute energy. it's a beautiful dimension. All right, thank you so much for chiming in. Until next time, probably stream later today, quite possibly. But yes, much love, bless, ashe, my friends.